So if you want a personal reading, you can head to any of my previous videos. I still didn't get to a computer for my last reading to put stuff in the description box, but I'll add to the description box how to get a personal reading with me. This is a collective reading for all signs, going and finishing my notes from last time first, channeled messages. What was coming through actually as I was creating the thumbnail for this was profiling. You guys are being profiled. Someone is profiling you. I'm also hearing the song, "Girls don't like boys, girls like cars and money." But I'm also hearing it opposite. Boys don't like girls, boys like cars and money. So it's kind of like an interchangeable thing. It's also, I don't know, whenever I read energy, I see hearts, not parts. So it's kind of difficult for me to just generalize, haha, because I'm like, you know, the right side of our body is masculine, the left side is feminine, and a balanced person knows how to operate in both, and balanced couples know how to polarize and how to manage when they're in both energies so that they can find that even fluid flow, ooey gooey, you know, yummy goodness that everyone craves for a relationship, but few people get themselves balanced enough to be able to create that with another person, because that's what it means by we have to create that relationship with ourselves. We have to be able to have the, you know, when we're all right, get your in check, and then moments when we release and allow things to have that expansion, that space. Okay, so also I'm hearing people who say people never change are the people that never change. So people who say people never change are the people who never change. Because if you are someone who's changed and transformed, which, you know, those of us who are on a spiritual path, who may be going to some sort of spiritual gathering, whether that is a retreat, whether it's a weekend getaway thing, whether it's a church, whether it's a temple, whatever it is for you, if you commune in a space like that, then I'm sure you, like me, know that most people there, if not everyone, has had some sort of experience of having their life totally transformed. And so the only people who say people never change are the ones who never change. And that was coming through really strongly here. So someone is profiling. So there's like a divine connection here that is supposed to be put together for some reason. It's not, and that reason is because someone is profiling you and someone's saying people never change. So there's a lot of gossip here. It's like someone sees a fortune. There's a lot of envy here. I'm also hearing this is where I belong, but from detachment to devotion, from heart simulation to stimulation. So there is like it's like someone here knows how to act to get what they want. They're really good at acting in situations, and it's why they're at the top. So that's another thing here. It's like someone here is really pure, and so they just see people at the top as totally on different levels. But as they're climbing that rung, so to speak, and they're around people that are at higher levels, they're seeing these people and they're like, oh my gosh, like you did not earn this in like a proper way. You know, you either like, you know, you did something cross or something, whatever, to get this position. And that seems to be like a known thing in that arena, whether it's just like politics or buying your way in. You know, there's like something here. I'm hearing it's also old money. It's because it's old money. It's old blood. So there's old bloodlines. It's things that have been long-standing traditions for, you know, thousands of years is what I'm hearing with this thing. It's like a battle of the bloodlines. So, and then the Eminem song, "I'm Not Afraid to Take a Stand." It's been a ride. Some of you might still be in that place. If you're trying to get out, just follow me, I'll get you there. So, you know, there's an energy here of what you're going through because you are meant to be a leader who helps other people get through to the other side of this challenge, this situation that you're in. And so anytime and every time people are in situations where they're like, why me? Why me? I've done so good. I've been on my, you know, I've crossed my T's, dotted my I's. How come so-and-so over there who is so backwards, who has done things in the most deceitful way, who did do all the incorrect things to get to the top, how come they're there and like I'm in this position? And Spirit says it's because, you know, karma is coming for them. Don't you worry, everything in divine timing. And at the same time, you are creating more wisdom, because wisdom is from experience and intelligence, or I think intelligence is deeper than that. But, you know, I think it is, no, knowledge. Knowledge is learned. So there's an energy here of you're becoming wise, whereas the other person may just have knowledge. So their thing is superficial, where you go deep. So it's like when the storm brews, when the storm comes, it's like your wisdom is what's going to help you withstand that storm. And then the next line in the Eminem song is, when I say something, I'm gonna do it, I do it. I don't give a damn what you think. I'm doing this for me, so fuck the world, feed it beans. It's gassed up if it thinks it's stopping me. I'm gonna be what I set out to be without a doubt, undoubtedly. All those who look down on me, I'm tearing down your balconies. So there's an energy here of you getting some redemption. There is an energy here of extreme perseverance. I'm seeing like the strength card in the tarot. There's an energy here of you have the strength, your family bloodlines are supporting you in this process. And so even though you may feel physically alone through this journey, it's one of those things where you aren't alone. You're very protected and you have people with you at all times. And so it would also be powerful for you to tap into a regular meditation practice or some sort of altar space or some sort of invitation to spirits. Like I always get fresh flowers every week. That's really big for me. I get fresh flowers for the barn. I get fresh flowers for my home. And that's something that is kind of like my token to spirit, my token to life, my reverence and gratitude for life, and to just keep infusing that beauty there. There's also like a hesitation for speaking. There's something you want to say or something someone wants to say to you, but they're like, I can't say it. Or they're like, no, there's a battle. There's a standoff here. I'm just seeing tectonic plates that are like kind of just shifting there. No, it's like, no, you, no, you. And so there's that energy. We also have, I got this feeling on a summer day when you were gone. Oh, this song, I don't care. I love it. So I got this feeling on a summer day when you were gone. I crashed my car into the bridge. I watched. I let it burn. I threw your shit into a bag and pushed it down the stairs. I don't care. I love it. You're on a different road. I'm in the Milky Way. You want me down on Earth, but I'm up in space. You're so damn hard to please. We got to kill the switch. You're from the 70s, but I'm a 90s bitch. So there could be a genuine like age difference here. There could be like someone who's trying to be, so yeah, girls don't like boys, girls like cars and money. There could be like, I don't know, I'm just seeing some like sugar daddy situations. There could be some men who are like used to girls that like using them as a sugar daddy, and they could be like profiling you, and they could be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be her sugar daddy. And she's like, I pushed your shit down the stairs, I don't care. And, you know, she's like, no. It's like, well, wrong person here. Like, don't even try her because she's not about that. And you're gonna be embarrassed real quick. And so there's definitely an energy of rejection here with like a big pompous smile, just like, nope, like you thought wrong. It's like that. So there's also an energy. I wake up with a big smile on my face. It never feels out of place. You're still probably working at a 9 to 5 pace. I wonder how bad that tastes. Oh, when you see my face, I hope it gives you hell. So there's a lot of, I'm just gonna, like, someone here is really petty, like really petty. There's an energy of someone just wanting to rub something in the other one's face. But what I'm seeing here is that the other person like just doesn't care. So someone is trying to do something to get a reaction on purpose because they're hurt, but they swear it's the other person that's hurt. They swear it's the other person, that this, that, and the other. It's like the strongest self-denial and projection that I've ever felt coming through with these lyrics, and all the songs coming through are just really passionate, really charged. So this is someone who in their workspace or just in their home life was never really allowed to fully express themselves. They've always like danced and colored within the lines. And so when they see someone who colors outside of the lines, there's like profiling, because it's like, we don't go to that dark, shadowy place, you know, seeing like the Lion King here. And speaking of which, we don't go to that dark, shadowy place with the light here. But, you know, there's an energy of someone being so enticed by the other person's freedom and carefreelessness. Because it's not carelessness, because they do care, but they are carefree. So it's like, how can they be carefree? But so anyhow, and that person just needs to own it. There is, okay, so own it. You're still the one that I adore. Ain't much out there to have feelings for. So there's someone here who definitely was like, nah, I'm good. Like, I'm good on it. This, that, the other, who is like, nah, you were the one who wanted me. You missed out on me. And now this person, after they've explored a few options, they're like, there ain't nothing much out there to have feelings for. Guess whose it is? Guess who it is? It's yours. So someone here does want to come in and bring something in. And next time I want to make love. So someone here really wants to make love. And I know the song has come through previously, but it's just come through so much. Oh, and then I'm just going to say boys and girls because I don't want to say the N-word, but boys talk more than girls these days. Just let that sink in. Yeah, boys talk more than girls these days. So you're dealing with, whoever my females are, you're dealing with men that are extremely gossipy. Like really just, like all they do is talk about everyone else. And that's so funny because normally that's associated with women, but whatever men that you're dealing with are men that just constantly gossip, like constantly. So, you know, I don't know what that's about, if that's just like a unfortunate thing where spirit's like, you have to push through that. I'm going to change this angle because I don't don't like the strip of sunlight coming through awkwardly. So we're gonna switch it over here. Okay, so we also have snakes. So someone here is a snake, but they didn't realize that you were a snake charmer. And there's a great, I don't know what you kind of say, a great ecstatic dance type song. It's called Snake Charmer. I would type that into YouTube and listen to that song because it's a good song. I want to say it's Desert Dwellers. Is it Desert Dwellers, Snake Charmer? I think it is. We have, so there's something here if someone needs to also become more snake-like and relaxed in their body. So constant flow, Tai Chi, Qigong, anything where you're moving energy, yoga, but in like a fluid, flowy way. Hula hooping is one of my favorite to unlock the solar plexus and really get the energy going, especially waking up the core. Oh, I also heard the song, and I say a little prayer for you. The moment I wake up, forever and ever, you'll stay in my heart. I will. Okay, so someone here is just really in love, but they're not talking to you. So it's like, I love you from a distance. Now I'm hearing that song from Russ, I Fuck With You from a Distance. So that's another song. Also the song Love You by Sir, as that freezes. Also the song Love You by Sir, Baby, I'm Just Here to Love You. It's like someone here just really wants to make sweet love. And it's a player who's used to really having like, even perhaps like a addiction, or I don't want to say the words because I don't want YouTube to, corn with a P addiction. It's like someone here that you're dealing with is like that, but like you got them all up in their feelings and they saw you as someone who would just be like a snag, just someone to like hook up with, someone to, you know, kind of like gloat about like, I got with so-and-so. And then when it's like, but you didn't. And then they're like, oh, and then they're like, why can't I stop thinking about her? And it's like, because this is called an activation. Like this person was brought into, you were brought into their life, or this person was brought into your life to activate and kind of flip that switch. We have Baby, I Was Wrong. I promise you my love is true. This is where my heart belongs. Oh, Back Here, Baby. So someone could be born in the 90s. Also, especially because the past song, I Don't Care, I Love It, but I'm a 90s bitch. So someone here is definitely all about the 90s. You know, hands up for some Ja Rule and Ashanti and Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera and, you know, all the good 90s songs. So we have also Ride Slowly. So we've been going back and forth. You think I only want sex. Of course I want it. Look at you, but that ain't my intentions. I've been trying to soak you up, maybe learn something. I said I would never chase, but you keep running. So this is someone, there actually is someone here. I feel like some of you guys are dealing with a good person, but because you've been dealing with so many snakes and you're someone who's kind of like mastered that, you are very guarded and shielded. And there's someone here that you just have like an insane chemistry with. And it's just like, man, this person probably only wants sex. So you know, you're really putting them through the ringer, like you're really testing them. You could also really be pushing them away. But this person is also like, if you're really spiritual, this person could be kind of like quiet about their spirituality or just not as in tune with their spirituality. And so there's an energy here that they're trying to learn something, but at the same time, you know, they're not someone who chases and they're a little insecure. So I feel like, I don't know, it's still like a half and half. Like some of the people are going to actually connect with this person, some aren't. We say, we say, I saw you at your worst, still think you're the best. I'm a scoopy tonight, yeah. So this is someone who's definitely seen you like in the morning with no makeup on or puffy face, or, you know, they've seen you in your sweats and your hair not done. Like they've seen you not when you're like dressed up, ready to go out. And they just are just enamored by your beauty. They're just absolutely in love with you. We have the song by Adele, There's a Fire in My Heart, It's Bringing Me Out the Dark. Finally, I can see you crystal clear. Go ahead and sell me out. I'll lay your ship bare. We also have Don't Underestimate the Things I Will Do. The Scars of Your Love Leave Me Breathless. I Can't Help Feeling We Could Have Had It All. You're Gonna Wish You Never Had Met Me. So yeah, someone here is definitely rolling in the deep. You had my heart in your hands and you played it. Yeah, okay. You had my heart in your hands and you played it. So there's definitely a feminine here who's like raging and is like, you had my heart in your hands and you played it. So someone here definitely needs to dance and move and do something. Of course, I go over here and now the light goes over there. If I go over here, oh, it's just brighter. Maybe I'll just lean forward. If I push the table, and we're gonna fix this real quickly because this is gonna bother me. So, and then I can, sorry for being so awkward. Okay, all right, out of that sunspot. So we have, The scars. Okay, scars of your love. So someone here is definitely still scarred by love, so there's a need for still heart healing. So one of my favorite ways, you guys, to work on healing the heart is just doing things that we really love. For me, being with the horses, being out in nature, doing readings. There are certain things that we do that don't feel like work. And if you haven't found your thing yet, I promise you there's something out there that God designed you to do that won't feel like work, and your heart is just going to be all in it. And I also promise you that many of you, if you have messed with human design at all, may have multiple things. You may be like me, someone who's meant to have like 3 separate lives within their life. So it's like, I was all wedding photography and teaching yoga up to age 30, and now I'm like transitioning into readings and horses. And even though that energy has always been in my life, I've been working with horses my entire life. It's one of those things where astrologically, and this is where I just say, truly let go and let God, because he has a bigger plan for us. It's not that I stopped loving photography the same. It's not that I had any sort of waning towards that. It's that God said, all right, you have fulfilled so many families and so many couples, photographing beautiful weddings, doing great work with them for, 15 years. And now this passion of yours with horses, that's always been your biggest passion ever, like now we're going to shift things for you and we're going to push you in that direction. And so, things have divine timing. And so if you're someone who's been trying to make something work, if you've, and it's just not working, Spirit's like, you really have to stop being so stubborn and just submit and surrender to the season that life has planned for you. Because if you don't surrender and submit to the season you're in, then you're never, ever going to arrive at the season that, you desire to be in. But you also, we can't desire, if we're desiring to be somewhere that we're not presently, then we're not present and we're not living in the moment fully and really soaking it up. So my biggest advice on becoming more present is slacklining, because I think tightrope walking is the most powerful thing to just be completely present. When you set up that tightrope, that line between 2 trees, it's not moving. And the only thing that makes it move is your energy. So when you put your foot on it and it's like, it's everywhere. Like that's literally direct, instant feedback of what's going on inside you, because you're the only one that's making that line go all over the place. So when I'm tightrope walking and I can make the line perfectly still and just flow and just walk across, it's just like, that's when I know my energy is clear and aligned and I'm balanced. I'm perfectly in balance because I have the direct feedback there. So something physical that gives you direct feedback. And you can practice just sitting on the line, a balance ball, start at your level, of course. But if you're someone who's like, I suck at meditation, I suck at this, well then do something that gives you instant direct feedback like that, because that can help. People look at you as a conquest, not something to build with. So there's an energy here of, sometimes a lot of you don't want to level up because you're like, I don't want to seem snoopy. I don't want to seem this way. I don't want to seem a certain way. And it's like, well, guess what? All the people that you look up to that are the highest up there do have people like that. So it comes with the territory. It's kind of like haters come with the territory. It's like, you have to just get over it, get used to it, because how are you ever really going to find your meant to be tribe, your people, your highest calling, your next calling, when you aren't even allowing yourself to fully express and live in that embodiment? It's like saying, well, I did the audition, but I didn't do it full out because I knew doing it full out that like my parents would do this, or like my ex over here, or like this group of people would like say something. So it's like, what? So it's like, that doesn't make sense. So a lot of you guys just really got to toss to the trash what people think about you and just got to really own your ground. Girls like charm, but women like clear leadership. And so some of y'all ladies are like, why am I getting crappy suitor after crappy suitor? How come I'm ready for marriage, but none of the guys that are coming at me are looking for marriage? Because you're still attracted to charm rather than someone with clear, grounded leadership. And you could look at the person who comes at you with clear, grounded leadership and be like, yeah, but I'm not attracted to them, and attraction's really important to me, and I can't see myself having sex with them or wanting them in that sort of way. And it's like, well, guess what? In the best relationships, those things are built over time. If you start, and I've witnessed this in relationships, like if it starts, and I'm not saying a relationship can't start off of sex, but for the majority of relationships that really last and stand the test of time, the statistics are in favor that the longer you wait and the more that you build a genuine friendship in a container and a safe space with that person, because essentially you can have the same kind of sex that you would have with your dream person with anyone else. It just comes down to communication and breath work and being fully present and fully appreciating the energy of the person in front of you. And attraction, whenever you anchor into your heart, is different than just physical, because looks do fade. So if you go for a relationship that's just like so fucking hot and this, that, and the other, it's probably gonna die just as fast as it sparked, because it's not on a genuine foundation. And that's the other issue. It's like, it's not an issue, but some of you guys are so beautiful, are so handsome, are so in your power and so sexy in your power that you are attracting people that are just like, oh my gosh, like, and then the people that want to build are like, yeah, that person's probably not ready to build. So it's really important here that you just not abandon who you are to try and be something you're not to attract what you should be attracting, because then you're not going to be attracting what's genuine for you. Just know that sometimes and oftentimes before we get something that is going to be there for the rest of time, Spirit really needs us to be alone and really refine and perfect. And so you have to walk by faith, not by sight. And that's why it's really important to also not be codependent on the energy of getting attention or validation from a lover, from an interest, or getting sex from another person. You know, it's like, there needs to be a complete embodiment and ownership of your own energy to show maturity, and that you're truly ready to build with someone else because you've been building within yourself and you've been building for yourself. So Spirit's like, all right, well, show me the work, show me the fruits of your labor by yourself, not off of energy that you've harvested from another. And then you can show up as worthy for someone who has also done their work. However, guess what? We have to wait until they're ready and you're ready. And then we have to wait until you guys are in the right place. So divine timing. Which is why this situation is like being held up, because someone here is operating from their head and from what other people are telling them, and they're not operating from what they feel. And they know this because at night they're like, can't stop thinking about this person. Where are you now? I need you the most. Someone really needs to put sea salt and garlic in their windows. Open the windows of every window that opens in the house, let the wind go through, and then dump that salt and garlic out, and then put new salt and garlic. I like using just like little glass, small teacup candle holders, and I put those in the windows, and I put my garlic and salt in those. We also have, I kept hearing the Gypsy King. So someone here could be someone who just like loves to travel. Probably Sagittarius in their energy, and if you're like, no, I'm not a Sagittarius, check your Vedic sidereal chart or check your other placements, because someone here definitely has an attitude of Sagittarius, I'm free, you know, like I like this person and this person, I get experiences from all these people, but it's like they're stuck up on your energy. They're stuck up on your energy. And then we have, baby, are you down, down, down? Even if the sky is falling, baby, are you down? So come on. So someone here, as we make our great escape, that's where I was getting. So the song, Make Our Great Escape. Someone here is like, I can't be with you in front of these other people. So like you, me, like, let's go escape. And I don't know, for some of you guys, this person actually could have the resources to literally snag you and, you know, escape with you. But ask yourself, are you going to sabotage everything else that you have going here? Or, you know, like, where's the balance? Because some of you guys, I'm hearing vultures. There may be someone here that is just a vulture, and they really know how to clean up a situation. Ooh, and vultures are at, you know, like a death scene. So I don't like that. It's like someone here is not just good at doing the dirty work, they're really good at cleaning it up too. So, and then some of you guys are just really good at cleaning it up, like cleaning your plate. Like you always finish your plate. Manifestations increase as we release. So whenever we have our thoughts and attention on something, we're kind of like pushing into its balloon. Like imagine that there's a balloon for everything that you want in life. Well, if you push and push and push and push and push, and that's your thoughts, you're sending like beams of energy at it, then you're going to pop that balloon essentially. And then that's the self-sabotage. However, when you're like, okay, here's this balloon, but I'm not going to push at it, pop at it, blow wind its way. It's just that balloon. And I'm going to now focus on these things over here, which would just so happen to give me skills or resources that would help me if I end up getting this balloon over here. So, you know, it's something like, okay, I really want someone who is like fit and like looks good and all this stuff. It's like, okay, well, you're going to have to become that yourself. So rather than focusing on finding someone who's those qualities, you're just going to be like, I need to make sure I work out every day. I need to make sure I get in my cardio. I need to make sure I'm drinking enough water. And you need to live from that space genuinely. You can't be like, I'm going to get someone so hot because I'm doing these things, because then you're not really doing it from your heart space. You have to be like, man, like, how do I feel? I feel kind of sluggish. It's going to give me more energy, making myself stronger so that doing this everyday things isn't going to feel as taxing to me, as tiring, because I'm stronger. And you guys, that's just a fact. When I was powerlifting and did the powerlifting competition, I had so much energy, like so much energy. I remember just like at the airport one day, and I was carrying like a huge ass bag and a huge ass duffel, and I had 3 bags with me. And I just remember I like walked the whole way, and like I never took any of the, I don't know, the conveyor things. I can't think of the things that like make it go faster in the airport. And I just remember so many people just looking at me like, she's carrying so much stuff. And I was just like, posture, shoulders back, like not slumping. So posture is important here. A lot of you guys really need to get your posture in check, because also, how are you going to call in higher people that are on a higher vibration, higher frequency, if you're not in alignment? Because whenever we're crunched like this, you're not in alignment. You're like a flower that's like, Also, someone here, their person just doesn't do it for them anymore. Like some people here thought that they had like issues downstairs. Like some guys, this is weird. Some guys thought that they had an issue getting erect, and they were like kind of worried about it. But then they met you, or they met someone, they're like, oh my gosh, I can't hide this thing. Like this thing won't go away. But they like can't, now it's like worse. They really can't get it for their person, because they have experienced, or they've had some like taste or attraction of like the other thing. And so now it's like glaring at them, their unhappiness of their current situation that they're just holding on to, I'm hearing, for the sake of the kids or for some false stability. But what's actually better for the kids is you honoring your heart and living authentically and truthfully and from integrity. And it's not of integrity to stay in a situation to have a fake appearance for the outside world. We have, I kept tasting like a cherry slushy at the fair. So some of you guys could be going to a fair or some sort of show or event, competition of sorts, where they have cherry slushies, or your person could, or you could meet this person here. Also hearing the song Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and the dreams that you dream of really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star. So the star in the tarot comes after the tower. So there could be some huge catastrophe, or there have been some catastrophes that have all added up to create kind of one monumental one, where you're so jaded, you're so dejected to the possibility of something happening, that's what it took for you to ignore the balloon, going back to the balloon metaphor. And so Spirit's like, yes, it's perfect. Like you're over here maybe like wallowing in some sort of way, but Spirit's like, meanwhile, this balloon is like growing because it has all this space, because instead of you thinking about it and being like, man, I don't want to lose that, man, I really want that, man, I'm doing this because I need to get that, it's like, it's just natural, it's organic here. I also heard ROI, so return on investment. So some of you guys are feeling like you're burnt out in a situation and there's no return on your investment, but that is coming up. Then I heard the song Standing Still. There's a dead end to my left. There's a burning bush to my right. You aren't in sight. Do you want me like I want you, or am I standing still? So someone here is like, great, like there's a dead end to my left, like some new suitors, new people, and they're like, ugh, duds, like, no, shoe fly, like, this isn't it. And then burning bush to my right, it's like, okay, but if I keep on the path that I'm at, like, I'm just gonna die here, and I'm just gonna stay stuck. Like, you may be so busy or have such a schedule that you're like, I can't just change things up. You're so tied down, you have so many responsibilities, because you are in an emperor or empress status, and you are someone who should attract that. This light is just gonna follow me. I'm like, I have to back up here again. All right. So we have eyes I dare not meet in dreams. So someone here, and then I had the hippie sabotage song, You've Got the Devil in Your Eyes. So someone here is, now I have to flip forward to that. I really hate cutting the line. So but I have to now. So devil eyes, you got the devil in your eyes. You went and took me by surprise. Say what you want to say. I won't go back. If you want to hit the road, then let's go then. Let's go and see the world. Show them what it means to live like we're golden. Yeah, we're golden. Baby girl, we're golden. So someone here, they about to see us shine because we're golden. They can never break us down because we're golden. They about to see us glow because we're golden. So someone here is supposed to be like a divine couple, a divine union, a divine pairing, a divine, work situation, camaraderie. This doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It can be friends. It can be romantic. It can be between you and an animal, like partnership. I ride horses, so I think of like between a person and a horse. But there's a situation here where it's like, it doesn't matter what anyone else tries to do, because the proof is in the pudding, and the way that your energies work together and the way that it shows up, it just is. It just is. It is what it is. And like, people can't with it, because that's like, it's a true power couple. And so people here are about to recognize. And then that song also came through, Recognized by Party Next Door. He's like, you got boys, I got girls. You got boys, I got girls. You got boys, but I want you to turn up on me every night. When I see you, better recognize. I really want you. And then, girl, you must be doing magic. Turn effing you into a habit. So someone here, again, they like wanted to just have a one night stand or wanted to hook up with someone, and then all of a sudden they're like chasing them, and they're like, man, like, I just want that person. And if that person rejected them because they're like, no, I'm not a hookup person, that's not going to happen, and that person is like, yeah, I'm cool, they're not cool, because remember, there's a dead end to my left, there's a burning bush to my right. So now they're like I messed up on a situation because I said I wasn't ready, but by saying I'm not ready, I literally just showed that empress or that emperor that I'm not an emperor or an empress, and I'm not even a king or a queen, but I'm fucking knight, because knights are the people that just hook up. So you're still a knight energy and princess energy when you're just like hook up, and you're not really leveling up. So like when this could be someone who is, because the star card's coming through, this could be someone who like is more popular than you or has some sort of platform over you, and it's like you just put their ass into place because they're walking around like, I'm an emperor, I'm all these things because of the platform and the prestige that I have. And by you rejecting them and being like, actually, I'm an empress and I don't do no mistress shit, and I deserve someone, like, I'm a wife, so I deserve a husband, not boy. You just showed that man, he's a fuck boy. So you just, really put him in his place. And then we have the song Iris by Goo Goo Dolls. I'd give up forever to touch you because I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven I'll ever be, and I don't want to go home right now. Someone loves your hands. They also love the way you taste. Ooh, spicy. They dream about you. They dream of going down on you. Sorry, guys, not sorry, it's here. We have the wands, so they just can't stop thinking about you. Like, this is someone who, if they're obsessed with corn with a P, then instead of watching that, they're actually just thinking about you or looking at photos of you. And they don't even have to be naked photos of you. They can literally be like, just like scrolling on your social media. Do you believe in magic? Do you believe in magic? Da, 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 da. So someone here is like, first of all, the advice, never let anyone fool you to step down or away from your throne. But because you didn't, and this person came in deceitfully, it's like experience before, but really it's just because you're spiritual. So you're someone who is powerful, and they're not used to with powerful people because they're a knight, even though they have this like false sense of fame and false sense of greatness. It's like, nah, but energetically you ain't shit. And because energetically they ain't shit, they're with people that are also like just coming out here with, fake influencers who have like bought likes and just all of the fake women and men that come with that scene. I'm not sorry. I'm not about anything fake. Nothing on me is fake, except I do have fake nails right now until my nails grow out. So I do have that. I will own that. We have I like you the way you are when you were driving in your car and you're talking to me one-on-one, but then you become someone else around everyone else. You're watching your back, like you can't relax. You're trying to be cool, but you look like a fool to me. Why did you have to go and make things so complicated? So someone here is like, dude, you're chill with me. You're yourself with me. There's true love here. But this person is so caught up and so tied up. And I'm so caught up, got me feeling caught up. But that song's about him wanting to go towards someone even though he's married. So there's definitely, for some of y'all, there's a married man who is like really wanting you. But be a good person and don't even go down that road. Don't even do it. Like, heck no, not even in a million years. We have, the song, if I could write you a song and make you fall in love, I'd probably have you up under my arm. So first of all, that song is so fucking full of, he's so full of himself. If someone is thinking that, they're like, oh, well, I could get you. I could get you if I wanted to get you. Like, if I wanted to get her, I could get her. It's like, but you're writing a song about her. It's like, but you're not going up and getting her. So it's like someone here who has such a huge ego, but they also have so much pride and insecurity that they really don't want to get rejected. So they're really trying to play cool. And they're like, I know she's going to come back. I know she's going to come back. But like TikTok, time keeps ticking. And like, she ain't in sight. Like, if anything, like he's seeing her go off and do her own thing. So then I heard the great monarch migration. Monarchs have to migrate at a very specific time so that they can stay alive, so that they don't die during it. They have to really be intuitive to the weather, to the seasons. So some of you guys could be doing dangerous sports, extreme sports. You could be doing something that's very time sensitive. You could be in charge of something that there's heavy responsibility for you. You know, this even like wedding photography could even go under this, because it's like, or performance, or being a teacher. It's like, or a conductor. It's like, there's something here, you get one chance, one shot, one opportunity, one shot. So yeah, that Eminem song is coming through. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You better never let it go. Oh, you only get one shot. Do not miss your chance. So someone here, you know, only has one shot, or they feel like they only have one shot. We also have the Robin Thicke song, I'm lost without you, can't help myself. How does it feel to know that I love you, babe? So someone here, baby, you're the perfect shape. Someone here really likes your curves. In fact, if they are like a wealthier person, they're constantly around like fake people that are like tiny. They like that you have curves. So don't worry about that, because they like it. Then I heard the song, chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiree. A sweep is as lucky as a sweep can be. Good luck will rub off when I shake hands with you or blow me a kiss. That's lucky too. You make me think, oh, you may think a sweep is on the bottomest rung, though I spend me time in the ashes and smoke in this old wide world. There's no happier bloke. I choose my bristles with pride. So there's an energy here of someone who could be like the help, or someone, you know, you're in a work field, or you're in an environment where there's absolutely like ranking, and you could be someone that's like on the lowest ranking, and people at the top are like, how is that person so happy? Why is that person so happy? Like everyone else around that person, you know, like they're all the minions. It's like all the minions are the same, and it's like, but this one is like, and they're like, why is that person so happy? And there could be like, you know, gossip around this person and everything, or, and this could be you could be this person, but there's an energy of like, maintain that and keep that energy, like be proud of your work, because this again shows, I'm seeing a pot of gold somewhere over the rainbow, because the somewhere over the rainbow song came back up here. So there's someone here that is going to see your value, and they are wanting to connect and to work together here. There's also I'm hearing gaining reckless freedom, and I'm hearing 5 goes west, so some of you guys could be moving west. Also, the directions are important, north, south, east, and west, and studying what the directions mean. I'm going to do a different live about that later. This is actually getting pretty long, and I have multiple pages, so I'm going to do the last one here. The other song that came through, which I don't like that this came through, All the Other Kids with the Pumped Up Kicks, which is, I think, about a school, school getting shot up. So all the other kids, I'm just seeing it, foster the people. Okay, Robert's got a quick hand. He'll look around the room but won't tell you his plan. So, okay, I feel like for some of, I don't even know what, but he's coming for you. Yeah, he's coming for you. You better run faster than my bullet. Okay, so I don't really like that energy. Some of you guys, it's like someone's coming for you. Hopefully in some cases it's not a violent situation, but for some of you guys, this could be someone who's just so arrogant, who's like, they are dead set on getting their way with you, or having their way with you, or like proving something by getting with you or attaining you in some way. Like there's this energy where it's like, no, I'm gonna get that person. I have a master plan to get that person. They're using strategy here, but you're so divinely protected. So, I mean, I always keep 3 forms of self-defense weapons on me at all times. And it's something that, I don't know, I just feel like women should do, because it's one of those situations where the couple times a man has put me in a jeopardizing situation where they're like, oh, really? And they like act like they're not going to let me leave. I'm like, it's about to be real bad for you real quick if you even try and press me. But men do try and intimidate, and that's something that I feel like a lot of women don't talk about as much as we ought to, because then there's this stigma of like, oh, look at her. What's the me only? You guys know what I'm talking about. But it's like, no, this is a real thing. Like, it's a real thing of women being harassed by men, and men doing that to try and throw a woman under the bus and try and, you know, wreck a woman's reputation or energy. And there's an energy, it's like, you're the wrong woman for them to be trying to mess with in that way. And for you guys, it's the same way. There's some women here who are like, oh, I'm going to trap him. Like, I'm going to show him, I'm going to finesse on him. So you guys really need to, going back to the beginning of the reading here, girls like charm, boys also like charm, but men and women, well, women like grounded leadership, and men like a woman who tests him because he wants to know that her submission is genuine and earned. And so a boy will be like, ah, this is too much. You're, like you're playing, you're overthinking, you're this or that. Whereas a man is like, she's testing me. And this makes my manliness, like, makes my heart expand for her, because it's like, wow, she's testing. She's like, are you safe? She's like, poking. She's like, are you safe? And instead of him being a defensive, insecure boy who's like, well, I want a mommy. Why won't you just listen and be easy? Why isn't this working? He is a man, and he's like, wow, someone who's actually, challenging me to take leadership and to direct this and navigate conflict. You guys, I feel like two things make or break a couple: how you navigate conflict and how honest or dishonest you are. It's so important to just be honest from the beginning. I know so many people who are like, yeah, well, we just started dating, so they didn't really need to know my business. I'm sorry, but if you're fucking other people and you think you're me, like, I deserve to know, because like STDs, sexual health, it's just so important to know. It's like, okay, well, even if you go into a relationship and you're like, see, look, I'm clean. Well, if you're fucking Sally over there and Megan and Sarah and all these other people and me, it's like, you don't know what they're doing. And so it doesn't matter if you're, it's like, honesty is just so important, because what goes around comes around. Goes around, comes back around. I'm hearing that song now. Also, some of you guys are being told to pay it forward, and some of you guys are going to be remote viewing. So you could actually kind of have situations where you kind of like go off in a daydream and you kind of like see yourself in a different scenario, in a different situation, and then you kind of like black out of it or come back out of the blackout, and then you're like, you see where you are and you're like, whoa, I thought I was elsewhere. And it's not from any substances at all whatsoever. This could even happen when you're napping. Like, when you have certain naps where it's so realistic and so visually real, and you wake up and you look around and you're confused where you are. Like, some of you guys will be dealing with that as we move into Aries season, as we're transitioning. And then I'm hearing everyone's got to make a living. Went from a little to a lot this year. Everybody mad at the rock. I know where I'm from. Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still Jenny from the block. Some of you guys, it's like people are trying to say that you're stuck up now or you're this now, and it's like, no. I'm an empress now because I earned my shit, or I'm an emperor now because I earned my shit. So like, it's not wrong for me to want something that's equal to where I'm at because I earned and I did what I, needed to get here. It's like some of you guys are really being told to stand your ground because you did do the work, even though people are trying to profile you and say you didn't do the work and trying to say you like effed your way to the top, or that you bought your way, or you did all these other deceitful things to get your way, when really it's just that you did it genuinely, and they're only assuming those things because that's how they got there and that's what they know. So this goes back to the energy of people don't change. You're the kind of person who doesn't change if you say that people don't change, because you clearly aren't in environments around people that are constantly transforming and changing, because they know that life is about evolution and not stagnation. So, all right, I'm going to cut this off here. I'm going to make a note, and I might come back on tonight and finish this. I am going to do readings for the signs, but I appreciate you guys coming through, and I will talk to you guys soon.